A Sacramento teen is receiving national recognition for her poetry and could soon be named the 2021 National Youth Poet Laureate. Alexandra Hun is the current Western Regional Youth Poet Laureate, and she's here to tell us now more about her poetry and passions for creative writing, science, and civic engagement. Welcome to the show, Alexandra.
Hi, Aubrey. Thanks for having me.
So this is really exciting. Tonight, they'll be announcing the 2021 Youth Poet Laureate, and it could be you. How are you feeling right now?
I am just feeling overwhelmingly grateful. I think I would not be able to be here without my community. And in the process of the past few months, I've really seen how my community has supported me immensely throughout this journey. And I'm just so excited to be able to represent Sacramento on this national platform and bring all of these stories to the forefront.
No, that's amazing. We're super excited for you. And this distinction, it's a big deal. So many of us are now familiar with Amanda Gorman, who has previously received this honor. Is she someone who's inspired you?
Oh, absolutely. Amanda Gorman's work has completely changed the way that I view poetry or the spaces that I think that it can exist in. She's shown us that poetry can really command a national stage, and it's even more exciting to me when I think about the fact that Amanda and myself are just a few figures in a very long lineage of poetic history, and there will be many people who come after us and are able to continue pushing this movement forward.
So tell us more about how you became involved in poetry and how you got in the running to become this year's National Youth Poet Laureate.
Yeah, so I have been writing songs since I was little, but it wasn't until my junior year in high school when I joined my first poetry slam with Sacramento Area Youth Speaks that I formally got into the youth poetry scene. And I found out about Urban Word's National Youth Poet Laureate program, and their goal is to identify youth leaders who are operating at the intersection of literary arts and activism. And the first step to becoming a National Youth Poet Laureate is becoming a Youth Poet Laureate in your city. So I was named one of Sacramento's 2020 Youth Poet Laureates, and that made me eligible to apply for this year's National Youth Poet Laureate. And in January, I found out that I'm a finalist, and I'll be representing the Western region of the United States in this year's competition.
Wow, you've already accomplished so much. Talk about the focus of your poetry, what you write about, and I guess once you write it, you also have to kind of present it and perform it.
Absolutely. I would say that my greatest inspiration is my community. I'm really trying to tell the stories of people that I love and to really bring to light the fact that we are all human. So a lot of the themes in my poetry are about being Vietnamese American, about being a woman, about being a student in the U.S. public education system, because I think these are narratives that we need to really focus on if we're going to create effective change in this country. And of course, the most challenging part is sharing these thoughts, right? It's easy to be vulnerable when I am only writing to a page, but I think with the support of the spaces that have been created by organizations like Urban Word and Sacramento Area Youth Speaks, I've really felt empowered and safe to be able to share my work.
So what would this opportunity mean for you if you win?
Oh my goodness. It would mean the world. I never thought growing up that I would be able to be in this position. I was a very quiet kid who kept all of my thoughts to myself, and to know that I've changed so much, and to know that I'm standing on the shoulders of giants with my community by my side, and to be the first Vietnamese American National Youth Poet Laureate, that would just be amazing, and I could never thank the world enough.
Well, I think you're going to be a wonderful representative. We've got our fingers crossed. And also, before we let you go, what school are you attending now? You're about to graduate, and then you're headed for Stanford in the fall?
Yes, so I graduated from Mira Loma in 2020, and I've actually been on a gap year this year, but in the fall, I will be a freshman at Stanford University.
That is awesome. And so tonight, the big announcement. I mean, what are you doing? Is it virtual?
It is virtual, but I've got my family around me. We're buying some cupcakes, and we're just gonna try to make it a night full of joy. I think no matter what happens, I I will always be grateful for this experience and for all of the people that I've met along the way.
Well, we will be cheering you on. Thanks so much for sharing that with us. And again, best of luck. You can learn more about the National Youth Poet Laureate Program by visiting youthlaureate.org/2021. Good luck to Alexandra.